Good morning, beautiful Mindset Marathon Tribe. It's been a little while since I've been live in the group, and I thank you for your patience and I thank you for your consistency at continually engaging with the posts on this page, because it's actually your participation in the posts that keeps the group alive. It's almost like our mind garden. We need to tend to it in order to prepare the soil to grow the types of things that we want to grow in our life. Speaking of which, I was just out in the garden this morning and I picked at least half a dozen of these beauties off the tree. I can't even keep up with the numbers of apples that are being granted at the moment. It's just incredible. So I'm keeping them all in a fridge, and it's really cold because we've hit autumn here in Switzerland, and the weather is getting chilly outside, but the sun is still shining, as you can see out of the window there. But yeah, the thing about growing fruit is that when we plant a seed in the earth, you know, you and I both know that if we plant a seed in the earth, we expect that we're going to have apples, or we expect that we're going to have beans, or we expect that we're going to have basil, or whatever we're growing. We don't plant a seed with the thought that it's not going to produce the thing that's coming. We expect it, and we generally get what we plant. But the thing is, we have to make sure that we prepare the soil before we put the plant in, the seed, sorry. And we really need to nurture our seeds. When plants start to grow, they're just tiny little babies, and they can get eaten by, excuse me, apple juice. 250 litres of apple juice my neighbour got off her trees this year. So my point is that the work that we are doing in this group, and I want you to see it as a garden that needs tending every day. If you put those little seeds into the ground and you don't watch out, the slugs are going to come and eat them. You've got to protect the thoughts. You've got to protect the idea, the vision of the beans, the vision of the basil, the vision of your carrots and your potatoes and your apples. You've got to protect that vision from the birds, from the cats coming to use your garden as a toilet like they do mine, or, you know, the slugs and the snails. So we need to do that daily work. And one of the most important things that we can do is meditate. So I'm here to give you the Thursday boot camp meditation. And today I didn't decide this today. I decided a little while ago that probably next to gratitude, one of the most important things that we can practice in our life is forgiveness. And as soon as I say forgiveness, my whole body kind of gets goosebumps, because forgiveness sets you free. And there may be people in your life who have done really awful things to you, and this is not just about going, hey, I forgive you, and they're off the hook. That's not what this is about. This is about going, hey, I forgive you, and I'm off the hook. I unhook myself spiritually and psychologically from this connection that I have with this person, because your resentment of them and your anger at them is what actually keeps you connected with them. And part of this course, when I get through this crazy, crazy time in my life, and I can dedicate myself fully to this work, is I can't remember what I was saying. That's me, though. I just started going off into La La Land. But basically, I want to do a whole thing for you on forgiveness, just like I've done for gratitude and for the morning prayer. Now, I'm not reminding you to do the morning prayer each day, but I think I will again, because I'm not sure that everybody's doing it. I know that I'm starting to get a bit slack too now, so I'm going to put the reminders back in to the group, please engage, please like the videos, like the posts, though, because that's part of tending the garden. It's like heading down to the local community garden and just saying hi to everyone and going, oh, how are the plants going? Is everything growing okay? You've got to check in every day, okay? Just to keep it going. Amazing things have happened in my life since I've started this work, and I hope they have for you too. I am going to get on with the forgiveness meditation now, so I'm going to close this screen so you'll just see a beautiful picture, and I'd like you to close your eyes and simply focus on my voice. So this forgiveness meditation practice has 3 steps. First, we'll start with those to whom we've caused harm, intentionally or unintentionally, and then we'll turn the attention to those who've caused us harm, intentionally or unintentionally. And finally, we turn our attention to ourselves for self-forgiveness, for ways we may have harmed ourselves intentionally or unintentionally. It might be best to start with someone who might be the easiest for you to forgive or be forgiven, and over time work to moving with the more difficult people. You can repeat this with the same or different people as often as you wish to in the future. So we'll begin practicing. Remember, it's a practice, so it's best not to force yourself to forgive that which you don't feel ready or safe to forgive at this time. Simply acknowledge whatever comes up for you with a non-judgmental attitude, just as much as you can. Let whatever emotions come up for you come up and let them go. You can always come back to the breath or the feel of the body sitting as an anchor. Begin by sitting in a comfortable seated position on a chair or sitting on the floor on a cushion, and become aware of your breath. Become aware of the movement of the breath as it comes into your nostrils and exits your nostrils. There's no need to change the breathing or to control it, but just simply be aware of how it feels as it enters and leaves your nostrils. Now, when you're ready, expand your awareness beyond your breath to include your entire body. Simply notice the sensations in the body, both internally and externally. Perhaps feeling the air against your bare skin, the pressure of the seat in your bottom, in your back, perhaps the feeling of the floor beneath you. And bring your attention now to your thoughts as they come and go. See each thought as it comes up in the mind as a thought. Be a witness to the thought rather than engaging in reaction with the thought. Simply observe. And when you're ready, bring your awareness to any emotions that arise in your body and mind. Perhaps frustration, perhaps you're feeling restless, perhaps you're feeling very peaceful. Maybe feeling sad today, scared, or perhaps you're feeling joy right now. Simply notice how the mind, the body and the heart are feeling in this moment. Return to the body breathing. Notice where you feel the breath moving in and out of your body. Let your awareness ride the waves of your breath. Now we'll begin to take a gentle journey of awareness through the body, inviting the possibility of letting go and relaxing the body. allowing a kind of attention to sweep through the body, a kind attention, letting go, letting things be, just allowing whatever is present to be just as it is. Now bringing to mind someone who you have harmed, either intentionally or unintentionally. Bringing to mind someone where it feels unresolved or burdensome for you. See who comes to mind and take a few moments to visualize or imagine this person. Notice the details of their appearance. And when you're ready, gently say this person's name to yourself and ask forgiveness for how you have harmed this person, intentionally or unintentionally. Saying this person's name and then saying, "Forgive me, forgive me. Forgive me for any actions I did, whether intentional or unintentional, that caused you harm." Continue for a few moments with or without their name, as if speaking to the person directly. Trusting yourself to ask for forgiveness in a way that feels just right for you, without getting lost in the content of the story, of whatever may have happened. Take your time and just repeat a few times at your own pace. May I be forgiven. What's most important are not the words, but the felt sense, as much as you can, letting it come from your heart, with the intention for healing, asking for, and opening to the receiving of forgiveness. And taking a few moments now to transition. Let go of the images or thoughts. Notice how you're feeling now. Bring your awareness back to your body, to your breath. Taking a few easy, deep breaths. Now bring to mind someone who has caused you harm, intentionally or unintentionally. Notice the details of that person's appearance. Notice what feelings arise for you as you bring the person to mind. When you're ready, begin to offer that person forgiveness. Saying to the person in your own mind, using that person's name, "I forgive you. I forgive you for the ways that you have harmed me, intentionally or unintentionally. I forgive you. I forgive you. Repeat at your own pace a few more times, just like before, trusting yourself to forgive in a way that feels just right for you, without getting lost in the content of the story of whatever may have happened. And now let go of the images or thoughts. Notice how you're feeling. Bring your awareness back to your breath, back to your body, and take a few easy deep breaths. Now imagining or visualizing yourself. Notice the details of your appearance. Bringing to mind anyone or any situation for which you wish to forgive yourself for ways you've harmed yourself. When you're ready, using your own name, say, I forgive you. I forgive you. May I forgive myself. And again, trust yourself to forgive in the way that feels right for you. When you're ready, perhaps a few more breaths before we move on to other things. And now when you're ready, let go of the images or thoughts. And notice how you're feeling now. Bring your awareness back to the body, back to the breath, and take a few deep, easy breaths. And now taking a few more moments to offer gratitude to yourself for taking this time for yourself, for taking care of your own heart, for lightening the burdens, the hurts you've accumulated in your life. Remember that this is a practice of letting go and moving in the direction of more peace, more happiness, and more freedom. Breathing in stillness for as long as you wish. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and slowly returning to the present, to this moment, to this place, to resume your day. Thank you all for joining me in this work, this important work that has ramifications deep into not only our lives, but the lives of the people that we're connected to. I wish you a wonderful day. There's never been another day like this one. And all things work together for good for me and for you today. We are divinely guided, and all that we do will prosper. Whenever our minds wander from that which is good and attractive, we immediately bring it back to the contemplation of that which is lovely and of good rapport. We are spiritual and mental magnets, attracting to ourselves all things that bless and prosper us. We are all going to be a wonderful success in all our undertakings today. We are definitely going to be happy all day long. Lots of love. See you soon.